do this thing. It has been a while. Today is September 29th of 2024, and looking at YouTube, the last video that I posted on this channel was February 26th of 2021. For the last couple of years, photography in general, and then making videos on this YouTube channel have just been sort of deprioritized. I met an amazing girl who's now my wife, got really focused on my career. I moved to a new city, I made a bunch of new friends, got a dog. However, about a year ago now, I started to really miss this stuff. I wanted to pick up a camera that would at least get me excited to get back into taking photos consistently. I wasn't really dead set on making YouTube videos just yet, but I at least wanted to pick up a camera that got me excited to go out and make photos. So if you watched this channel previously, you know that my videos were all about photography and camera gear and documenting the trips that I would go on with friends and family. And as a result of that, I've been really lucky over the last couple of years to try out a ton of different camera gear. Rather than going out and getting something that I was really familiar with and comfortable with, I decided on a camera that would not only challenge me from the perspective of being a focal length that I was not super accustomed to, but one that would challenge the type of photos that I took altogether. So the camera that I ended up deciding on was the Leica Q2 Monochrom. Monochrome meaning that this camera does not have the technology or the color filter array required to enable it to take color photos. It can literally only take black and white images, and that is it. So this camera over the last 12 months did exactly what I needed it to do. In the years leading up to purchasing this camera, I had only taken probably a couple hundred photos at most. And since I got this camera, I have taken 2,623 photos. Not only did this camera help me get back into photography, but I think along with all of the change that's happened in my life, this camera also helped me kind of understand my identity to a certain degree as a photographer. So if you've watched this channel in the past, you know that I spent a lot of time traveling and working, honestly, to just chase down the perfect image. I would go to a location, typically a landscape. I'd do all sorts of research about where is the best possible location to take the perfect photo. I'd camp out for sunrises and sunsets, and I would really just seek out that one perfect image or the couple perfect images that I could take in any given place. So that type of photography just became really unsustainable for me. I'm not a professional photographer that gets paid to do this stuff. So in getting this camera, it really helped me gain an appreciation for just capturing everyday life and the mundane kind of normal things that happen on a daily basis with the people that I'm surrounded by. The camera itself was helpful in getting me back into photography, but it also happened to coincide with some really fun, exciting stuff just going on in my life that I think also helped to re-inspire me. Back in August of last year, my wife and I decided to pack up all of our stuff and move it all into a storage unit. By doing that, it allowed for us to essentially move into our cars and do a road trip. The road trip that we went on was primarily intended to visit friends and family in a couple different places. And so whether it was hiking to the top of a mountain, photographing like a long leg of a car trip, or even just the people that we were hanging out with, it allowed for me to really explore the nuances of taking photos exclusively in black and white. After a road trip, which unfortunately couldn't last forever, I continued using this camera for just about everything. We moved into a new place. We went on a honeymoon out to London. I took it on a work trip to Romania and a bunch of other places. I have endless photos that I've taken with this camera that I just absolutely love, and it's really, really helped me realize how much I enjoy just taking photos of everyday life. I've been so out of touch with photography and the photography community for the last couple of years, and it's felt like a part of me has just been kind of missing. I'm not a photographer by profession, but I just love talking about this stuff. One of the things that I really want to do is build a community for photographers, and specifically photographers who are mostly passionate about documenting everyday life. And there's two things that I want to do to achieve that goal. One is that I'm going to be posting here. I don't know exactly what the release cadence or video cadence is going to be yet, but I'm going to figure that out as time goes on. Secondly, I don't want to just be me sharing with you all. I also want to hear from you guys. So I'm building this community on a application called School, which is a community building app where I'm hoping I can create a place for people to share the work they're creating, share the things that they're inspired by, get advice when they are looking to pursue a new way of editing their photos or a new piece of camera gear or whatever it is. I'm really interested to see where this could take us, but in general, I'm just excited to build a community around photography and share this interest that I have with other people. And if you're interested in following along, first of all, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting semi-regularly, but the place that I'll probably be posting more frequently, because it's just easier to, is on the community that I'm building. So if you want to find that, it is at school.com/photo, and that's school with a K. Very interested to see where this takes us. I've got a couple of posts up there already if you want to check them out. I've shared a couple of photos. I've shared a little bit about some new gear that I'm using. At this point, a year later, I used the hell out of this camera, but I do have a couple of other cameras that I've been using lately. And so if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check out those posts on School. If you've watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who's still subscribed to this YouTube channel if this is popping up on your feed for the first time in a really, really long time. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.